Hello, everyone. Yes, it's me, Gary, back with another CUPPA CHAT today. Oh, they're going by very fast this term, and we've got another special guest. So, special guest, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Mia Welsh.
Hey, Mia, it's so lovely to have you. And that was a very unstated introduction because it should be Mia Welsh, Pantomime Award winner.
I can't believe it still till this day.
We'll talk more about that later on, but it's so fabulous to have you here on CUPPA Chat on Panto Archive. But before we go any further, I must ask you what you're drinking today. We must make a cuppa for you.
Oh, do you know what? I was going to prepare a cuppa. I've actually just got water today.
Hey, you know what? We go with that every single time. I've gone piratey today.
Oh,
There
I
is
love
other
it.
brands in Blackpool available, but it's Coral Island today with just water in it because that's all we do.
Stay hydrated.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Keep the creative flows going. Mia, fantastic to have you here today. Tell us more about, let's just jump straight in with it. Tell us more about how you felt when your name was read out. It was a wonderful evening that we all enjoyed, but how did it feel when you were the winner?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it. I was just happy to be there. Happy to be there, happy to be nominated. That was the part I was very grateful and blessed for. Um, the fact that obviously my mum, my best friend, a few of the people from Windsor Theatre came down as well to support was amazing. Um, and yeah, just literally, so they were calling out the names, and then my name was last. Also, was the only female in the category, so I was very grateful for that as well.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, and they just called my name out, and it was just like a feeling of shock. It was like not real. It just like I can't remember the moment. It was just an inner, yeah, out of body experience. But yeah, literally ran down to the front and ran on stage and just read my speech. Luckily, what's funny, 10 minutes before that, I actually was sat in my seat and I was like, I need to actually prepare something just in case I actually go on stage. And my mum was like, "Yeah, you need to." I was like, "Yeah, but mum, I'm not gonna go up there." She was like, "Mia, just in case." So I was literally sat in my seat, just preparing a little something, and then luckily I did because otherwise I would have froze up there.
It was wonderful to see. I very much I enjoyed seeing everyone's shocks and faces going up, but yours especially, as you say, it didn't look like you were prepared for it at all in a nice way. You weren't be like, yes, of course I'm going to win. It was lovely to see.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Now tell us though, because of course when awards come into play though, it's not, you don't just turn up and get the award. What
Mhm.
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, what was your award for?
So it was for best secondary lead. So last year I had the opportunity to play Alice in Dick Whittington at Windsor Theatre Royal, and yeah, incredible. Such a surreal opportunity. I started with them doing ensemble, so
Mm.
that was kind of where I started, and then they decided to obviously give me a bigger opportunity and was like, you know what, we're going to chuck you in the deep end and give you the best. Well, give you the female lead in Dick Whittington. I was like, okay, let's go for it. It's a
Yeah.
challenge, but yeah, I'm willing to take that challenge. And amazingly, I won an award off it. So
Yeah, I mean that's incredible. I was looking back, and you did Aladdin before to
yeah,
mention, and then as you say, you get given this fantastic opportunity, and you go away as an award winner.
in crazy.
But obviously, well deserved though. And for anyone who doesn't know, the Pantomime Awards have loads of people that go around and
Yeah.
they sort of judge. I hate using that word, but they look and see who's performing and who's doing incredibly well. And there's a short list that then gets put together, and then we all go and have a lovely evening. And we found out
Mhm.
that Mia won with the award then. So, tell people that maybe are not from the industry what this does for you for the future. Can you put it on the CV? Can you shout about it? Does it just sit on the mantelpiece? Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's opened a lot of opportunities. It's nice. I was saying it's nice to actually be recognized
Mm,
for your talent. I must say, like, definitely, again, playing Alice was a big jump for me from ensemble to Alice. So I was a bit nervous. I was like, I'm not too sure. Like, I don't, again, one of them performers went, I don't know if I'm good enough. But yeah, to have won an award off the bat of that, I was just like, wow, like, okay, I'm actually doing something right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, like off the bat of that, I was luckily, I had some agents reach out to me, which was nice. So I changed agents straight away, which was amazing. So currently in the process of that, auditioning for new things. And definitely my awards sat at home on my shelf.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone can see that at home. So it's really nice.
Oh, fantastic. And tell us then, let's go back even further now to where your love of acting began and Panto as well. Where did it all begin for you?
So I grew up dancing. So started performing since I was 3 and discovered musical theatre, I'd probably say when I was about 16, when I was in school. I was like, okay, I love singing, I love dancing, I love acting. Oh, but now there's something you can do it in all three, which is
Mm,
quite cool. And I was like, okay, I see myself doing this. So I started doing a few plays, community shows. And then luckily when I was 18, I auditioned for performing arts school and got into Italia Conti. So I was there for 3 years. Absolutely loved it, an amazing experience. Off the bat of that, got an agent. So then luckily the year I graduated, Winter Theatre approached me, got an audition, and that's where I started my contract with them. So
mm.
straight out of drama school, booked a job, which again, so grateful for. And then now been with them for the past 3 years now. So
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely love
fantastic.
it.
And for anyone who's maybe a youngster watching, because we get all different sorts of people watch these cuppa chats for sort of
Yeah.
inspiration and such, what would you say is the little key of knowledge that you can give for them who are trying to get into this industry?
Just keep going. I always say the performing industry is such an amazing world, but definitely has its pros and cons. And you're going to have a lot of setbacks, but just never give up on your dreams. Like again, I'm from a small town outside of West London called Slough. I never thought I would have made it this far. So like if you have a passion, if you have a talent, just keep going at it. Because you will make it, like 100%. Just keep going. Believe in yourself is what I would say.
Yeah, good words of advice. Believe in yourself. I always say that there's so much talent out there, and
Yeah,
it's just got to be found by the right person. And sometimes it's
exactly.
not the right time, but just keep working at it, definitely. I love talking about the link up between musical theatre, as you say, that's what you're trained in, and panto, because really, we all talk about the big West End shows and how everyone wants to be in those, but a lot of people dream about being in panto, and a lot of people do say about how it's the most difficult out of all the jobs you'll do is panto because you normally only have a couple of weeks to do it in. Tell us what those links are between it. Is it just having a big musical with a bit of fun in between?
Do you know what? So I haven't had the opportunity to be on the West End yet, but working with people that have been in the West End and hearing their experiences, everyone says Panto is so much harder. I think again, we get a week's rehearsal and then straight off the bat of that, we're straight on stage.
Mm,
But what's amazing about it is obviously you have so long to perfect the show. So
yeah,
it's kind of just like an ongoing journey. Like it just gets better and better every single time till the very end of the contract. But where it's over Christmas, you're doing 2 shows a day, 3 on a Saturday. Well, that's what we did.
yeah,
It's so intense. But again, you love what you do because it's Panto is just such an amazing world. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to fall into it because again, when I was younger, I used to watch Panto all the time, but I never thought I'd be in a Panto myself. And just Panto itself, it's an amazing show at Christmas. You get all the locals, all the families coming down to watch all the time. And it's such a magical experience for the kids. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, the West End is just as hard,
yeah, yeah,
but Panto is very intense with the schedule, it being over Christmas, 2 months back to back, like shows,
yeah.
constant high energy all the time. Yeah.
I've not had the joy of working at the West End, but I've worked with many people and spoken with many people, like you say, that have done it, and they all say panto is hard. West End is obviously very hard.
Of course.
Let's not get away from that, but panto is hard for different reasons as well,
Yeah.
because I mean, most of the time you go to a theatre show, and this is always interesting for people who come from abroad, maybe. You come and watch a pantomime, and all of a sudden we all start shouting. It's such a different experience that we take
Literally,
for granted, isn't it?
yeah,
And I suppose when you were training, like when I was training, we didn't really get taught. Well, a kid might shout out at 10 o'clock in the morning during your solo. What do you do? What you don't prepare for that, do you, when you're
honestly,
training?
no. I remember. So last year I was singing Sabrina Carpenter. Please, please, please. Obviously, all the kids know it. And 10:30 show to get all the kids come in, and they were singing along with me, and that was the amazing part. But again, sometimes it's so unexpected, and it can throw you off sometimes. But you just have to be like, no, just try and block it out. But again, it's such a beautiful moment when the kids are actually singing with you as well. I think
Yeah.
that's what makes Panto
Yeah,
100%.
because there's something for everyone, isn't there? That's the
Yeah,
joy.
yeah, exactly.
And especially characters like what you've played last year, especially those young girls that are maybe there's a little spark in there going, oh, actually, I want to do that. You are
Mm,
that role model. Do you feel when you're performing, and even in the ensemble, because some people are dancing, wanting to be dancers and so on as well. Do
yeah.
you ever feel the eyes watching you as such and going, oh yeah, she's very good, and I want to be like her. Has anyone ever spoke to you about taking it on further in the future?
Yeah, I mean, so last year, I think, I mean, at the end, you definitely get all the little girls at the front waving at you as
Yeah.
you take bows and as you're coming off stage. But I would hear from front of house that there was a couple of little girls that were like, "Oh, we loved Alice. I want to be like
Um,
this." And then you'd get people come around to the stage door and like again, little girls like just want to take photos with you, and it's just honestly, it's like the fact that I've made their day and that they want to now do this because of watching Alice on stage.
yeah.
Oh, it's the best feeling. The best
Tell us
feeling.
a bit more about because we've spoken to lots of comics and lots of Danes, which we're obviously very grateful for, but we don't get many opportunities to speak to leading ladies or secondary leads. What's your, and I'm sure it's the same, but I obviously can't speak because I've never been the secondary lady, but well, I've been her in a week every so often, but tell me how it is preparing for these characters because it's very tricky, I think, especially in my head, because Panto is all about thinking fast, being the day,
Yeah.
and you've got to have those quick responses. You've got to be ready for the joke, be ready for the comedy. When you're the leading man or lady, it's sometimes the opposite. You're told, no, don't. You've got to drive the story. How do you prepare for that in Panto?
Oh, it is difficult. It is really difficult because obviously, again, being where I've done ensemble and also now I've done the lead, it's like it's a completely again, it's the same, but you have to well, when I was the lead, I had to focus more. I had to actually be like, okay, keep it professional, Mia. Even though there's going to be small little distractions, you have to actually stick with the storyline and keep with the fast pace of the script and just constantly because we're the leads, we have to keep carrying the story.
Yeah.
But of course, with Panto, things happen. And I remember last year what happened. I think I came on stage and I think someone before me actually messed up a couple of their lines, but where I came on stage, it actually made me actually break character as well. Everyone on stage started laughing. I then started muffling my words, but because it's Panto, you're able to bring it back,
Yeah.
and the audience laugh along with you, which is the best part about it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's definitely a challenge, but it's nice that you can have a laugh as well.
And what's the difference between, in your opinion, playing the ensemble and then playing one of the leads? Because if your ensemble is anything like mine is normally, they are troublemakers and they are there to cause trouble. So you've now seen both sides. How was it being in that ensemble? Did you get up into any mischief?
Do you know what? I'm gonna be honest, we did. We did. And that's what made it, to be honest. And I think definitely last year I was like, oh, I am missing the ensemble because the past 2 years we, you know, obviously kept professional, but we'd have a laugh on stage. Sometimes to keep the shows going, we would be like, right, we're now gonna give each other all a character and a storyline throughout the show, and we're gonna play with that. So like one of the ensemble characters would be with another ensemble character on stage, or there'd be an affair going on and we'd all be involved. We'd have our own little story going on backstage whilst the show was actually happening, but obviously keeping it in touch with the story. And then sometimes, so last year we were actually playing Traitors alongside the show, which was so much fun, but it would get messy backstage. We'd about to go on stage and be like, yeah, no, you're definitely the traitor. We'd be like, what? I need to go on, stop. So
I
yeah,
love that because maybe lots of Panto companies did it, obviously, because it's out there in the UK and it's very, one of the best programs at the minute. And we played the Traitors last year in our Panto, and we had um, sort of things told to us that whoever was the traitor would be able to wink at someone, and you have been chosen to die as such
yeah,
on stage. So everyone was looking around, obviously. We're still doing this show very professionally, as you say. The
yeah.
ensemble are all joining, our dancers are joining in. And then all of a sudden, because I was a traitor, so I loved it, I winked at someone and their face was like, oh, in the middle of it. And it just made me laugh. Luckily, I went off stage. So that was the end of it. But I was just like, we do get, but you have to, don't you? You have to find these little moments because you say it's so long. It's a brilliant thing. I can't stress enough how much fun Panto is, but it is hard work. So you have to find these little things. And I think actually, from a company point of view, that's where the ensemble really comes into play, that they can, and again, you might have found this last year being on the other side as well, they can help bring you along on the journey, can't they?
Definitely. They definitely bring the fun. And yeah, just even though the ensemble, like again, to people that obviously may not be performers and they're just watching and they're just, in the background, the ensemble played such an important part as well as
Yeah.
the leads. They carry the show. Everyone carries the show, but definitely when it comes to an entertainment perspective,
Yeah.
100% the ensemble keep it going, keep the fun alive. 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And, we have a fantastic dance captain within that as well. And yeah, it's just lots of fun. Tell us a bit more about Aladdin then from that previous year, because
Ooh,
it's one of these titles now that is not done as much. It's slowly coming back into sort of fashion again now. But tell us how your version of Aladdin went down with the audiences. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it because it had lovely reviews. But did you all feel when you started rehearsals, oh, we've got to be careful with this now? How did it feel from that side?
yeah, sometimes it would be a bit. Obviously, Aladdin is such an amazing panto to do, and all the kids know it.
Yeah.
All the adults know it, but obviously there are certain things you do have to be very careful about. Um, so yeah, we did find it at times like with the script, and obviously with certain things like, oh, are we doing this correctly, or we don't want to upset anyone or anything like that. So it was sometimes difficult in that sense, but I think, Aladdin is such a great show, and I'm so glad they brought it back because
Yeah.
it was definitely a fun one to do. And I love Aladdin as well.
Yeah.
So definitely, again, being I'm half Filipino, so being able to be in Aladdin and actually represent as a Southeast Asian person
Mm.
was definitely really nice as well.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and that's, I think, the way that, well, we know that's the way a lot of theatre companies are going with it, is making it more diverse, which is
Exactly.
wonderful to see in general anyway,
Yeah.
on the bills and so on. And I think that's how Aladdin will grow. It's just wonderful to see it coming back because it is a great story, as you say.
Love it. No, of course, and all the songs from the original show, like
Yeah, it's
amazing.
wonderful. Um, Tell me, because we have to talk about this because it's like dodging the elephant in the room. How is it working with Basil? Because we know he causes
Oh,
trouble.
we love Basil. Honestly, like when I first met um Basil,
Basil, yep.
when I first met Basil, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember Basil from shows, like watching on TV.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's such a fun experience to actually work with Basil Brush because it's like, okay, I'm so used to working with humans, but I've actually got to work with a puppet now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an incredible experience. We love Basil. Like Basil's part of the family now. Yeah, he's great. Absolutely great. We love him.
Yeah, and Basil was at the Panto Awards, of course, as well. So you were
He
like, "Oh,
was.
thank goodness, I've got away from Basil." Oh, not again!
He's back.
But it was wonderful, and I think it's credit because Basil was with Crossroads this year as well, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, and it's still relevant, as you say, because it's sort of our era and older. Maybe kids don't know who Basil is, but they still enjoy the character, don't they? I think that's, and you'll probably be able to tell us more because you were with him with those school shows. It's still relevant, isn't he?
Honestly, like I think people forget, like, even though, Basil's not on TV as much
Yeah.
anymore, I think especially with him being at Windsor Theatre,
Mm,
you get so many people coming down just to see Basil.
yeah.
Like you forget that. And like even the kids that absolutely love it when he was like boom boom kids and like the kids absolutely love it. So I think even though he's been around for such a long time, he'll always, be a part of the industry. Like you'll never forget who Basil Brush is.
Yeah.
Icon, icon.
I can't. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Well, this year during CUPPA Chat, we are playing a little bit of a game as well with all of our guests. It's called a this or that. So it's very easy, Mia. Don't have to worry about it. We're going to give you 10 this or that's, and we just want you to tell us which one you choose, really.
Okay.
It's easy. It's all Panto
Yeah.
related. So we're going to start off with the most controversial one, maybe, but we're going to go for the interval in a pantomime. What are you eating? An ice cream or a bag of sweeties?
Bag of sweeties.
Oh, interesting. You're one of the few people that said that. I love that, though. Which flavour sweeties are you going with?
Oh, it depends. We love our Maltese. Well, I guess it's a
No, that can,
chocolate.
no, you can have that.
Can
Come
I,
on, love. Yeah.
yeah,
Maltese, have some chocolate.
Maltesers in the box.
Yeah. Oh, you're having a box, not even having a bag.
No, in a box.
She's having a tub, really. That's what she's
Yeah,
saying. So,
big, big.
would you buy a flashing light at a panto or a program?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Program.
Yeah. See,
Pro.
everyone said that because we all like to be nosy, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, she's trained there. Oh, he's from there. How wonderful. Christmas Eve shows or Boxing Day shows?
Christmas Eve.
Magical.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know if it depends on perspective, if it's an audience or as a performer.
Yeah. Go on, do both then. Tell us both. From a performer.
Performer, definitely Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I think because we know we've got Christmas Day off. And then I think as an audience member, maybe Boxing Day because you just come back after Christmas.
Yeah, you can chill a bit more. Have a little
Yeah.
chill. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Would you rather enter from stage left or stage right?
Stage right.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. Stage
Yes.
right.
Staying on the good side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which then opens up to the next question. Would you rather play a goodie or a baddie in the future?
Oh, do you know what? I'd like to switch up and play a baddie. I've
Yeah.
never ever played a baddie before. I think that would definitely be a challenge. I think I've got it in me somewhere.
Yeah. I could see that. There's some fantastic villains out there. And Mia, you could then get put forward for the best villain of the year and win that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, okay. When it happens, we'll say we did it on Cuppa Chat and we sorted it.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer, Act One or Act Two in a panto?
Oh, Act One.
And reasons?
I think. Oh, I again being a lead and ensemble. I feel like when I was in the ensemble, we always open the show,
Yeah,
so that was always fun, and the number was always big,
yeah,
and the opening number is always a important one, and that was always the funnest. So definitely, as an ensemble's perspective, yeah,
yeah,
Act One. I think as a lead as well, I feel like you're on the stage more in
yeah,
Act One, and then Act Two is kind of like very quick. Definitely, probably just leads more, main songs,
yeah.
um, main plot of the story. Oh, I don't know. I'm being indecisive now.
No, it's all right, love. That's what it's for. Do you like a loud audience or quiet, thoughtful audience?
Loud.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely loud.
A 10 a.m. show or a 6 p.m. show?
6 p.m. show.
You can belt those notes out.
Yeah.
We always say that. Whoever thought it was a good idea to do a 10
Oh,
a.m. Panto show, they clearly weren't in it, were they?
no, definitely not. I don't know who thought about that. Yeah, it's too early.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm there at 8 o'clock in the morning trying to sort this face out, Tea or coffee if you had to choose?
I'm a tea drinker.
Oh, I love a cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I don't like the smell of coffee, so I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
And here's the final one for you. Dick Whittington or Aladdin?
Oh, do you know what? Aladdin.
Oh, controversial.
I know. Like
I thought she was
people are
going to be
gonna,
like, of course it's going to be Dick Whittington because they won my award for it. But no, fair.
I don't know.
No,
Again,
go on, you love. You stay with your opinion.
both shows are great. Both shows are great, but you can't beat Aladdin. I think
Yeah, it is special, Panto.
it's got a place in my heart, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, that's easy. You've done it. You passed with flying colours. Just like, don't be mad, does it? There we go. Mia, we have always come to the end of our cup of chat. It's been so wonderful speaking with you, but we like to ask everyone this final question that we have give to everyone. I'll get my teeth back in and say that again. We like to ask you one last question here on the cup of chat, and we like to give you the fairy godmother's magical wand for this one because you can decide the answer and you get to make your wishes come true. So, what we're asking you is to tell us what is the one pantomime that you would like to perform in yourself. You can choose any of them from present day or from the past titles, because some titles have gone a little bit now, obviously, or it could be a new one. It's up to you. Who you'd play in it. So, you've got parts of this question. So, what's the show? Who you'd play in it? And also, you can choose a celebrity to perform alongside of you. It can be someone who's alive now, or it can be someone who's not with us any longer. It is up to you, but I'm going to pass you that magical wand now. There you go. Look, she's got it. Look, that was seamless.
Oh, this is difficult.
Yeah, no, it's a hard one to finish on. Tell us the show to start with. Is there a show that you want to, Panto show that you want to perform in?
Do you know what? This is a little insight,
Oh, okay.
but I am actually going to be in Cinderella at Windsor Theatre this panto. So
Exciting.
I can't lie. I mean it's gonna happen eventually, but Cinderella, 100%. Again, it's such a amazing show. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows the storyline. So definitely Cinderella.
Yeah.
um ooh, what was the other question?
And,
Sorry.
and who would you play? So I take it. I'm guessing. Are you Cinderella?
I'm not this year.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm coming back as ensemble.
Nice, cool.
I'm understudying. I don't know if I can
Ah.
say.
No, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's all you need to say. Just say that.
Yeah,
Just so you don't get into trouble. Probably by the time this is out, for reference for
yeah,
everyone who's
it
watching, this is filmed in
probably will be.
September. So Mia's been very professional, being very careful what she's saying. Probably by the time this comes out in November, everyone will know anyway. But
Yeah,
she's being safe with me, which is fair enough. Um, so ensemble, that's great. And understudied, such a hard job to do because we're now tandem in the game, but you've got to learn your own part and someone else's part as well. Then.
yeah, definitely. Like again, it's I've never played an understudy before, so
Mm,
again, a new challenge, and I'm always open to just trying new things, and
yeah.
you know, for the future as well. Like it's definitely nice to know. Okay, right. So I have my own track to learn, but also got another track to learn,
Yeah,
which is a lot for the brain,
yeah, yeah.
but we'll be okay.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic. I love that you're giving yourself these challenges still because
yeah,
it's very easy. Again, I don't want to keep harking on about awards, but it's very easy when you win that award to go, well, I'm going to play the lead from now on then. But you're giving yourself a challenge, which is fantastic. Really
yeah,
nice to hear. Um,
definitely.
if you could have that magic wand of any celebrity in the show, who would you have? Could be an
Oh,
influencer in the past.
do you know who came to my mind as playing Prince Charming? Ed Sheeran.
Oh, interesting. I love that. I can
It's got
imagine him in
top of
his
it.
tight trousers with his guitar singing to Rapunzel up in the tower or something.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
Cinderella, yeah, he could be there. This we've sorted it. Ed
yeah,
Sheeran in
definitely Ed
Panto.
Sheeran. Yeah, 100%. I can see that.
I can't imagine him singing his 10 a.m. shows though, if I'm completely honest. But
Yeah, he might be like understudy.
yeah, yeah, he just does Saturday matinees and
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah,
evenings.
yeah,
But you've still got him.
yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I think we've never had Ed Sheeran before. So there you go. There's a first one.
There we go.
Fantastic. Well done. Well, I wish you all the best, obviously, for Christmas this year. So tell us, because we know where
Uh,
you are now, because it'll be out there, but just tell us where you are if people want to find you.
yes, so I will be performing in Cinderella as ensemble at Windsor Theatre this year. So if you haven't booked your tickets already, definitely come down, definitely come give it a watch. We have an amazing cast this year, amazing people. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We've got some
Yeah.
fun songs, fun numbers. Yeah, very excited, very, very excited. So book your tickets, come watch, and yeah, enjoy Panto this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's always a great show as well. And you can find all the details on the Panto archive for the
Yeah,
listings and when they're performing and who's in it and so on, because we don't want to get Mia into trouble. So we'll leave it as that for the time being. Um, and then after that, we'll keep an eye on what you get up to for the future. It's so wonderful to have a new, fresh performer with us here on Cuppa Chat as well. So thank you, Mia, so much for joining us today.
no, thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing. It's been nice to
Uh,
talk everything Panto, and Panto is always going to have a place in my heart. So yeah, it's been
yeah.
amazing. Thank you.
That's all right. No, we're very grateful for everyone, and especially you, award winner, for coming on. I'm going to keep saying it as
I
many
know,
times as I can. Award
I
winner,
know.
award winner, award winner. Make sure you shine it and just keep doing what you do because it was
Thank you
absolutely
so much.
wonderful and such a lovely person as well. I think that makes such a difference in the industry in
Yeah,
general.
thank you.
But in Panto. So thank you, Mia. And as I say, you can keep up to date with all of the listings on the Panto Archive website. Mia will tag you in all the socials so people can
Thank
follow you
you.
and so on as well. And as she says, make sure you get those tickets at Windsor for Panto this year. It's always a great show. So we'll go and look forward to seeing that soon. Thanks, Mia.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll see you next time here on Cuppa Chat. Ta-da, ducks. Oh, where's the stop?